What to do if your date ghosts you, practical steps to move forward. Dating can be exciting, but it also comes with its fair share of challenges, one of the most confusing and frustrating being ghosting. Ghosting happens when someone you've been seeing or talking to suddenly cuts off all communication without explanation. This experience can leave you wondering what went wrong and how to respond. While it may feel like a personal rejection, the reality is that ghosting often reflects more on the other person than it does on you. If you find yourself in this situation, here are practical steps to help you move forward gracefully. 1. Allow yourself to feel your emotions. It's natural to feel hurt, confused, or even angry if someone suddenly disappears without any closure. Ghosting can trigger emotions ranging from self-doubt to disappointment. Instead of suppressing those feelings, acknowledge them. Give yourself permission to process your emotions, whether that means journaling, talking to a friend, or simply sitting with your thoughts. Recognizing your feelings is the first step toward healing. 2. Resist the urge to chase closure. When someone ghosts you, it's tempting to reach out and demand answers, but doing so rarely leads to the closure you seek. In many cases, the person ghosting you may not offer a satisfying explanation, or they might ignore you altogether. Instead of chasing closure from someone else, focus on creating your own. Closure isn't always about getting an answer. It can be about accepting what has happened and deciding to move forward for your own peace of mind. 3. Don't take it personally. While ghosting feels personal, it often has more to do with the other person's issues or insecurities. Perhaps they were not emotionally ready for a relationship or were overwhelmed with other life circumstances. Remind yourself that their decision to ghost you is not a reflection of your worth. Reframe the experience as their inability to communicate effectively rather than as something lacking in you. 4. Avoid overanalyzing the situation. It's easy to fall into the trap of replaying every conversation or date, trying to pinpoint what went wrong. However, overanalyzing the situation can lead to unnecessary stress and self-doubt. Instead of obsessing over what might have happened, remind yourself that sometimes people disappear for reasons beyond your control, and it's not your job to figure it out. 5. Lean on your support network. Being ghosted can feel isolating, but you don't have to go through it alone. Share your feelings with trusted friends or family members who can provide support and reassurance. They can remind you of your value and help you put things into perspective. Talking through your experience with someone else can also prevent you from spiraling into negative thoughts. 6. Practice self-care and shift your focus. Self-care is essential when dealing with rejection or emotional setbacks. Engage in activities that make you feel good and help you reconnect with yourself. Whether it's exercising, cooking, reading, or spending time with loved ones, shifting your focus to things you enjoy can help you heal. Taking care of your mental and emotional well-being will prepare you for future connections that align with your values. 7. Reflect and learn, but don't dwell. While it's not helpful to overanalyze, it can be valuable to reflect on the situation objectively. Ask yourself what you learned from the experience and whether there were any red flags you might have overlooked. Use the situation as an opportunity for personal growth, but don't allow it to make you cynical about dating. Ghosting is unfortunate, but it doesn't define your future relationships. 8. Set boundaries and move forward. If ghosting has left you feeling uncertain about future dating experiences, it can be helpful to set boundaries. For example, you might decide to communicate your expectations more clearly up front or to be more selective about the people you engage with romantically. Setting boundaries will empower you to protect your emotional well-being and avoid similar situations in the future. 9. Recognize the silver lining. While being ghosted is painful, it can also be seen as a blessing in disguise. If someone is willing to disappear without explanation, they are likely not the right person for a healthy, meaningful relationship. It's better to learn this early on rather than investing more time and emotion in someone who isn't capable of showing up for you. 10. Stay open to new connections. Although being ghosted can make you hesitant to trust again, try not to let one bad experience close you off to future possibilities. Not everyone you meet will ghost you, and many people out there are capable of genuine connection and open communication. Keep an open heart and trust that the right person will appreciate and respect you for who you are. Final thoughts. Being ghosted is undoubtedly a hurtful experience, but it doesn't define your self-worth or your ability to find meaningful connections. Instead of dwelling on the loss, view it as an opportunity to grow, learn, and set healthier boundaries. By focusing on yourself, leaning on your support network, and staying open to new possibilities, you can move forward with confidence. Remember, the way someone else treats you is a reflection of them, not a measure of your value.